What's up everybody, Mannun here once again. So I wanted to do a little short video discussing the word Wicca and where it came from, as well as its relations to witchcraft. Also, I'm hoping that some of you may be able to teach me a little something new, which I'm very excited about. So let's get into it. So I discussed this quite a bit in a video I made a couple of months ago called Witchcraft is a Religion Too, which you can check out by clicking here in this link or down in the description below. So unfortunately, I believe I know where a lot of the confusion came into the picture discussing Wicca, and that is because of a word pronounced the same but unfortunately spelled differently, and worse yet by just one extra letter. So what am I talking about here? The word Wicca with two C's and an A is a term that has been created in the last 60 to 70 years from what I understand. I can't be 100% certain on the exact year, and it is a term used to describe a form of modern paganism, especially a tradition founded in England in the mid-20th century and claiming its origins in pre-Christian religions. Gerald Gardner, most famously known for his involvement in the resurrection of our modern-day practice of witchcraft, discusses in his book The Meaning of Witchcraft about a peoples who practiced witchcraft in ancient pagan Europe called the Wicca, with one C. Again, these were people who practiced a religion of witchcraft. They did not practice a religion called Wicca with two C's. In fact, Joe goes on to explain how Witcha or Wicca with two C's and an A is a male witch, and Witcha with two C's and an E is a female witch. At no point does he explain Wicca with two C's and an A as being a religion, but in fact a peoples who practice the religion or cult of witchcraft. Now I have to admit, at this point I can kind of see where a confusion may have been implemented, because early spelling of witchcraft was witchcraft using two C's and an A, as you can see here. But again, from what I understand, the pronunciation of what we call Wicca with a hard K nowadays was actually cha back then, as in witch or stitch or rich, if I'm not mistaken. Please comment down below if you need to correct me here. Somewhere along the lines, someone decided to start pronouncing it with a hard K sound, which is where we get Wicca instead of Witcha. So as Gardner continues throughout his different texts about witchcraft, he continues to explain that the Witcha are the peoples that practice the religion of witchcraft. It's believed that this is what Gerald was taught by the New Forest Coven that he was initiated into in 1939. I also believe a lot of his education and theories on witchcraft were also heavily influenced by Margaret Murray, an early author who wrote the book The Witch Cult in Western Europe. Regardless, so here we have four words being Wicca, a modern day form of paganism, Witcha, a male witch, Witchy, a female witch, and witchcraft, a religion that the witches practiced. I find it interesting how Wiccacraft is spelled with two words, as in describing the Witcha whom practiced their craft. Now to get to the point of my video, this video is a challenge. At some point, like I mentioned earlier, in the last 60 to 70 years, the witchcraft of old became Wicca. Unfortunately, this has caused some confusion in the communities that Wicca and witchcraft are two different things. To be honest, I'm not here to debate that subject. What we do know is that the publishing company Llewellyn decided to implement the word Wicca instead of using the word witch and witchcraft at some point, because they felt that the word witchcraft carried too much stigmata and a safer word was Wicca. Because of this, Wicca took on the new definition of a religion, when in reality, the word Wicca with an A and two C's is a male witch. Why did Llewellyn do this? Well, so they could sell more books. I would love to try to pinpoint when the word Wicca started to be used in place of witchcraft. Some have said it was by Starhawk, but I would like to see evidence behind it. I provided some facts and evidence as well as opinion up until this point about this subject, but I hit a brick wall on the transition from witchcraft to Wicca. All I do know is that prior to the 70s, the word Wicca did not mean a religion practiced by witches. It just meant a male witch. If anybody out there knows the answer to this, please put it down in the comments below. I would love to learn something new that I could pass on for generations to come. I love you guys and gals. Check it out for me and see what you come up with. Put it down in the comments. Love you.